And I'm live and alive. It's good to see everyone. This is Phil. Thank you, those that have watched the last videos. Sorry, I wasn't able to post a video last week. My father died last Thursday, so I actually didn't watch the episode right away. Watched it a little bit later, and then I just got caught up with doing a whole lot of stuff. And it's Carnival Week here in Brazil. So this is why there was no Star Trek Picard season 1, episode 5 review recap. Please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell to get notifications. Tomorrow I should be on at the right time. Don't know how many people will listen to this video because usually after it has passed. But I do want to talk a little bit about this episode because it was kind of cool. I was a little wary of it at first. I wasn't sure what to expect. Of course, I wasn't sure what to expect, but because of all the costumes and everything I saw in the trailer, and I was like, "Oh my God, here we go! Star Trek's gonna get silly." And then I was reminded of something: is that Star Trek is silly sometimes. And this goes way back to the TOS era when they would sometimes travel back in time or something. They didn't have holodecks back then, so they actually would have to somehow go into some temporal anomaly that would put them in, you know, against Nazis or dressed as gangsters or whatever they would have to do to like kind of blend in. Star Trek 4, of course, that's a plain old time travel movie. Uh, so there's plenty of examples of how Star Trek has been able to have fun with itself, and of course TNG is full of it with the holodeck. I mean, the holodeck, some will argue it was used too much, but as a kid I liked it, so. And I still do. I mean, when I watch some of those holodeck episodes, if they're done well, they're fun. It's like, it's kind of a filler episode. Some of them can actually really be good episodes too. But it's part of the show. So here we go. Picard had its little foray into dress up mode. It was kind of cool to see Patrick Stewart doing his sinister French accent. Maybe we get a look of what maybe Picard's accent would have been like had he actually been a Frenchman. um, and just exploring that side of Trek. Everything doesn't have to be so serious with Trek all the time. So that part of the episode I actually did enjoy in the end. I didn't think I would, but then I actually appreciated it. Of course, the big talking point is our friend Seven of Nine. This episode really dug into what she had been up to. She's been a Fenris Ranger, vigilante group that's been around the neutral zone. She's angry. She's cynical. She's hardened up. She's gone through a lot, and I like that they put her character like that because it's not all happy endings, right? It's tough to find one's humanity after being assimilated by the Borg and after everything that she had been through on Voyager. So it's cool that they kind of made her a tough character, but it fit her character. It wasn't like they were trying to make her all macho. But I enjoyed it. Now, there are some Trek fans that I saw didn't like it because maybe it's too violent, too dark, too this. But space is a dark place, man. What I'm enjoying the most about Star Trek Picard is that it's showing us life outside of the Rainbow Coalition, which is the Federation. And we have seen from way back as far as the movies, maybe in TOS not so much, but definitely in the movies, that Starfleet is not perfect. It's far from. And there's a lot of politics involved in Starfleet and a lot of corruption involved in Starfleet. And of course, in the end, good guys win. Kirk saves the day. But there's always going to be a dark side to anything, and it's okay. It's okay to see that dark side. That dark side gives us drama. That dark side makes the light side shine brighter. So the fact that Seven of Nine, is not happy. She's outside the law. She's trying to make right what went wrong. It's good. It's real. It's reality, right? It contrasts beautifully with Picard's character, who still believes in that code, and probably in the end, Picard's going to be right. I hope it's not very black and white like that. Whatever the end game is for this season, but it I like that added layer of realism in the show, and I think it's something I should continue. But anyway, they went to this. It was like Cloud City, I guess. This um, casino planet. Definitely gave me some Star Wars vibes, but that's fine. Star Trek, Star Wars, they have borrowed from each other forever, so it doesn't really bother me that much. They're over there trying to find Maddox. If you remember him from way back, is it Measure of a Man? Is the episode where they're trying to figure out if Data has rights or not, or if they can just come in and just cut him open and study him. And ends up he's still alive. And I had kind of read a mini spoiler about, okay, they killed Maddox, so I thought he was going to be killed in the beginning. Ends up he's not killed in the beginning, so spoiler now. And he gets killed by his girl, Dr. Girardi, who used to be his lover. So what's going on? So there have been some theories about Girardi that she's actually working against Picard. That's why she's on board. Or maybe she's been tricked. Maybe she's been told things that are true. In either case, keep an eye out on her. I think she's overplaying the silliness, but maybe that's just too. It's like a red herring. I'm not sure. We shall see. I like that this episode stayed focused on this one storyline. Didn't give us a lot more Borg stuff because there's not a lot of stuff happening on this Borg cube. It's just the girl there is kind of awakening to who she might be, the Bionic Woman. But there's not that much to tell, so why keep repeating and rehashing? I saw in the trailers for next week as Picard discovers that she is there, that there might be some more Borg centered action. But then that's fine because the action, the story is taking us there. But if there's not much more to tell, then don't keep rehashing the fact that dude is trying to get info on her. She's maybe trying to play him, and then the sister's like, "Hurry up!" That's basically the storyline there. Until we can figure out more, then there's no need to give us superfluous exposition. Now, did I say Cloud City? I meant Free Cloud. Yeah, Rafi. Now, Rafi had a little bit of a side quest where she went to find her son, and I guess it was sort of emotional, but I don't know. It didn't really seem to add anything other than she went back to the ship. I guess that was the whole purpose of that. It's just like, I don't know. It was kind of a stupid way to do it, though. Like, she didn't really want to go with Picard, but then she went. And then because she had another mission, which was to find her son, and then she realizes, hey, he don't want her, so she's back on the ship. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I liked it or not. She's got a little bit of a dark past, which I think is cool. But I think there's better ways to just get to point B, which is just we all know she's gonna end up as part of the crew. So I wonder how they deal with it next week. I hope it's not like hunky dory, everybody's back on the crew. I want her to still kind of have a chip on her shoulder with Picard, and not to gloss over that, not to gloss over what happened last week, and maybe dig in deeper into her demons, which I think have to do with some drug addiction and things like that. Again, I think this is cool that they're showing this in the future. Like, the future is not hunky dory. It's way better than today, and humanity has moved forward, and we're not having war. And but like, people aren't just going to be born with like the perfect moral compass, and there aren't gonna be any more criminals and cheaters and liars and black markets. And man, I mean, that's unrealistic. That's fantasy. Star Trek is sci-fi. It's sci-fi with a positive outlook on the future. It's not dystopian sci-fi like it usually is, but it doesn't mean there aren't bad guys, bad humans. We just we believe that in the future, people that screw up will be treated better, will get the help they need. Society will help these people. Yeah, that's the positive side of it all. But it doesn't mean people can't still have these bad moments. Outside of this, guys, I mean, I'm going to make this a short video because, again, I don't know how many people are going to watch this because it's really late. And usually the window for watching these review recaps kind of closes a day or two after the show's been on air. So, in short, I give this episode, I give it an 8. It didn't hit me emotionally that hard. I did like seven kind of. It was like a 7 bottle episode. It was her episode to kind of tell her story. I thought it was an interesting story about how they've been hunting down ex-Borg, taking their parts. She wanted her revenge, and by the way, the girl that she wanted to get her revenge on, I could have sworn it was Deanna Troy for a second. So it was what's her name? Bijalzi. I can't pronounce these names. And yeah, I could have sworn it was Deanna Troy. I was like, wait a second, or is that supposed to be her daughter? But just a simple revenge story. She kind of used Picard to get to this lady, and because Picard wanted to get Maddox, who was with this lady. In the end, they got Maddox, but then Maddox got killed. Now, I do have a question, and the question is, how exactly is the Doctor going to get away with it? Aren't they going to see in the records that, like, she pressed a couple buttons, the hologram was there and watched it, that she had to clean the hologram? I don't know. For me, that'll be like a big plot hole if they don't figure that out. But that's it, people. Again, like I said, short video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Keep trekking. The show's been good. We're gonna keep trekking.